Hello, my name is Jesse, and this is the Valiant Lifestyle. And this is my channel. I want you to live valiantly. I want you to live courageously. I want you to live so deeply that you are involved in every aspect of your life. And I want you to be that specific and granular with it because it's you that gets to live this and nobody else. So this video is going to be about living the absolute most that you can give in your life right now. And that might hurt in moments because you might be saying, well, Jesse, I'm sad right now. I'm going through some things. I'm going through a divorce and things aren't really good with my family. Things aren't really good with my son or my daughter or what have you. Yeah, but who are you showing up for right now? If you're not showing up for you, who are you showing up for? You should be showing up for yourself first. You've got to show up for yourself first. If you do not show up for yourself first, how the heck is your daughter, your son, and your family going to believe that you're actually doing that? And why is that so important to do it just like that? Why is it so important to show up for yourself first? Because you got to show up for yourself in order to show trust, in order to show love, in order to show respect and honor. And I'm talking about HONOUR, because the U is within honor, and we cannot forget that. So what do I do to show up for myself every day? Is I give myself the gift of the time for my own spirituality. And I don't care. It doesn't have to be religious, but when I talk about spirituality and my time with me, in consciousness, or source, the universe, God, purple monkey dishwasher, you put a label, whatever label you want. But when I show up for myself, it takes 1 hour to 2 hours each day, and I must, because I've got a debt right now of years worth of time that I get to spend with me now. And the more time that I spend with me, the more that I can show myself confidence within this world that I've just gone on autopilot for so long. But not all of it is my fault, because there are some things that were laid for me that were laid out. There was a path, there was programs, there was stuff that was passed down from in my childhood, from my parents, from society, what have you. But it is my responsibility now to correct, to set straight, to change the trajectory. So what does all that look like? What does all that look like? It looks like mindset, the can-do mindset. I can do this. Wake up every morning, bar none. Do my breath work and meditation. Now that took months for me to figure out what that meant for me and how I could do it and how I could parcel it in the amount of time that I have. But I figured out a way to do it, and I want you to do that too. I've got exercises, and I do 3 sets of something. Just do 3 sets. That's what I do. I do reps of 45, 55, and then sometimes even beyond 100, because I really want to change the landscape of my body and how this asset shows up. Asset. Now, with the sun in my eyes and the wind to my back, I want to show you that you can too. And all you really got to do is do those things, but you got to do them consistently. And that's what I do. I do it consistently. I do it consistently every day because I got to show myself me first. And the reason why that's important is because if I do not do that and I show the world, I show my family, my kids, my wife, all of that before I show myself, I build little blocks of irritation in my body. And what does that all mean? That emotion gets locked in my body somewhere if I don't let it out. And letting it out might be yelling, screaming, but in the forest, in the woods, what have you, breath work. But if it's accumulative over time and I don't get that out, it ends up being a physical pain in my body, and I don't want that. And that my man, is probably what is happening to you right now to some degree. And you might say, Jesse, no, I don't have any pain right now. Nothing. There's nothing going on. But let me ask you this. Do you still have stinking thinking? Maybe you've cleared all that, but how's your mindset? Is it clear? Is it really good? When you walk outside, and you walk down the street and you see some motorist cut off a pedestrian, do you start thinking right away negative thoughts? Do you start thinking how rude that is? And does it capture an entire 15 minutes to half an hour of your day somehow? And then later on you're ruminating about it, going, if only I was that driver and I would have said that to that pedestrian. If only I was that pedestrian, I would have told them off to some degree. What you're doing, what do you think you're doing? It's the mindset thing, not being able to let go. And there's some sort of program in there that wants you to be vengeful or make revenge or some sort of fairness. But there's some sort of little hate program in there. And it's telling you that there's a part of you that wishes that you could get fair and honest with somebody, and you could get revenge with somebody, something like that. And that shows up in those moments. Don't you dare lie to me, because I know in some of those moments, whether or not your body is great, not going through any pain, but what's the mindset like? And here's what I want to tell you. I'm sure you have a great body. I'm sure you have a great asset, and it's physically showing up for you. But can you confidently say down the road, without the stinking thinking, that you're not going to be thinking about all that anymore? Can you confidently say that you're not going to have a physical ailment in your body and you're not going to have to worry about that? Because I can't. But what I can say is that I am continually working day in, day out on my mental mindset, and I'm closer than ever to mapping that out of my mind. And what I said earlier is when I can't, it was that I cannot guarantee. But what I can tell you is that I can guarantee that I will be working on it every day. And I will be more than happy with what I'm doing every day, because I show up for me. And I do what I believe is best for me and my family. Now, at some point, I aspire to have the mindset where I don't ever have to have these moments where I end up thinking about something or someone, or just having a thought that is not conducive to what helps me. What is that like for you? What about this? If you were to not wake up tomorrow, what would be the thing that you'd want to tell your wife and your kids? For me, it would be, I love you, I love them, and I've loved you incredibly, and I've done everything that I can do right now, and the legacy that I have set forth that within my capacity, and I trust that will be enough. And I'm sure it will suck for them, would. But what about you? Do you have anything like that? Are you confident behind the words that you would use something similar to that? Or you're like, Jesse, I don't care, I can't get there, I can't think about that, I don't know. Think about something like that, because I want you to live valiantly. I want you to go deep, and I want you to have access to that. And if you can't, I want to challenge you. I want to hold you accountable. I want to show you how valuable and awesome you are. And I can help you do that when you go to thevaliantlifestyle.com and you book a 30-minute complimentary call, and we can talk all through that. Because I believe that you are. I believe that you are. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. Let's do this.